What is the most unsexy thing? Someone who's ignorant and has no critical thinking skills. It's a big ick. No. Go to jail. Let's talk about it. We can forgive many things under the guise of youth. Well, maybe your brain is just not fully formed yet and you don't have enough life experience. But let me tell you what, there's really no excuse for people who are 40 and up. No excuse. So let me tell you what sends you directly to jail, critical thinking jail. And your claim is based on a faceless cartoon video off of Instagram. Go to critical thinking jail right now. You don't even know who makes those faceless videos. I'll tell you who's making those videos. A 16-year-old boy who's trying to monetize a YouTube channel in the basement of his parents' house, who's also getting his information off ChatGPT. No. Go to jail. Go to critical thinking jail right now. You also go to critical thinking jail if you don't read books. I don't care if they're audiobooks. I really don't even care what kind of book. But if you are not a reader, go directly to critical thinking jail. We need readers. I love the way that my friend LaShawn put this. She said,
really believe that reading is political, whether we mean it to be or not. What we read, what gets published, what gets taught in schools, and even who has access to books in the first place. All of that is shaped by who has the power. So yes, reading can be cozy and personal and comforting, but it's also bigger than that. Books shape how we see the world, how we see other people, and how we see ourselves.
I'm walking around with the broccoli. I can't talk. We're making our brain strong today. And we're doing hard things like multitasking. Yes, we've got perimenopause stealing brain cells from us. See, look at what it's doing to me. And making us almost feel like Alzheimer's patients. That's what the latest research is showing. And I'm telling you, got to cling to is critical thinking though in this stage. Like with things going around, we need to know how to gauge media, read things and understand what's true or not, have discussions in a logical, sensible way. I'm not perfect. I'm not in jail, but I'm not perfect. But what are you doing to cultivate that? Today I sat with YouTube and I watched the professor teach on critical thinking because I said, Lord knows there's a lot going on in this world, a lot of information flying at me, and I need to learn how to make sense of it and what I think about it. I need to know what I think about it and not just having an opinion. I need to know why. I need to have a sound understanding. I think so much of what we've been taught is like what to think, like here's what to think. Here's the argument that the group that we belong to, the group that we're card-carrying members to, here's what they say we should believe. Like, here's what to believe. The problem is that we don't know how to think. And when we don't know how to think, then we just blindly take what people tell us to believe, but we don't know how to process it, how to gauge if it's true, if it really aligns with our values. And everybody's in their own bubble. I get it. My Facebook feed is not your Facebook feed, is not their Facebook feed. I mean, we are really in these echo chambers hearing our own version of reality. That is true, but let me tell you what are you and I doing about it? I don't care what the world's doing about it. I want to know what I today am doing about it. Today I watched a college lecture on critical thinking to start to understand and unpack. But what are we doing? What are we doing every day? At the risk of sounding like the grandma who was scolding people for using calculators when calculators came out and she wanted you to do long division by hand with pencil and paper, I'm going to tell you, are you letting AI think for you the whole time? Like, are you offloading all of your thinking, like responsibilities to AI? Because there's a point when, you're like, AI helps make things faster, easier, but like, we shouldn't be like deferring our thinking Because you know how many times AI is wrong? And AI gave me 2 different answers at the 2 different times I did the search. Let's put critical thinking at the forefront of like mental training for ourselves. Yeah, no more icks. And if you're around people that give you the ick that are doing that, like it's time to find some new conversation partners, because we become like the people we hang out with. I tell my kids that all the time, but it's still true in midlife. Like if you're hanging out with those people who are also getting their information from faceless AI videos, might want to make some, not new friends necessarily and ditch the old ones. I'm just saying, like, get some new conversation partners.